Hello Gun Nation, BigJohnson coming at you. Alright, if you've been following me, you know that I did get the Staccato C2. I've had the Shadow 2, but I've been getting a ton of questions which one I like better. Do I like the Shadow 2 better, or do I like the Staccato C2 Duo better? So I figured I would do this video, kind of show you some differences and, just give you an idea of which one you might like if you're only picking one. Now, just so you know, this gun is completely stock. This gun is not. Now, if you're just getting a regular Shadow 2, this is basically it. This one does have a trigger kit, and some lock grips and your lock mag release. But this is what you would be getting out of the box, basically, not this. So we'll move that one out of the way. All right, let's just kind of go over some differences or some likes, dislikes, things like that real quick. All right, this one's totally customized by Fire for Effect. It does have the dot milled in it. This is the Trigicon 5.0 MOA. You can get the 2.5 or the 5.0. This is my first 5.0, kind of playing around with it. I do have astigmatism, however it is corrected with lenses or better with glasses. However, I kind of think I still prefer the 2.5, but that's just a personal opinion. But this one's fine too. This one does have the Apex trigger kit in it. So it has the Apex hammer, springs, things like that. The trigger itself is actually stock, the trigger that you pull. It does have the lightened slide. Now, I had this gun done before they raised the weight limit for carry optics. However, with these lock brass palm swells, these are the super aggressives. This does, I believe, add 9 ounces to the gun, and they're really aggressive. I really do like them. So, might even Cerakote these orange to match the gun a little better eventually, but I just haven't yet. So, there's your sight picture if you can see it. Trying to show you there. There's the dot. But, it fits my hand really well. You can kind of see that because a lot of people are saying the grip is bigger on this one. So I'm trying to kind of show you there. There's the grip on that one. Here's the grip on this one. And this one is a lot smaller gun. However, if you're doing a comparison of these two, if you put them beaver tail to beaver tail, kind of height or slide to slide, beaver tail to beaver tail, there's your length difference. Look at your grip difference. There's really not any. Just a different slight angle. But, you're comparing a double action, single action to a single action gun. Some things I don't like about the Staccato 2, like I've spoke about before. I'm not crazy about the beaver tails on any 1911s just because the bumps aren't really big enough to kind of hit the pocket of my hand. I've been making this one work. I'm getting more used to it. Most 1911s, 2011s, whatever, I'll usually pin this down. So the jury's still out on that. They both shoot incredible. I really love both of them. I do not have, through this gun right now, as we are today, I only have about 250 rounds through this. Now, they are flawless rounds. Through this gun, the Shadow 2, I probably have thousands and thousands and thousands of rounds. So I am completely used to this thing. I mean, this is it's on ball bearings. I mean, it's super, super smooth. No issues. The trigger is nice, and of course it's unloaded. Trigger is really nice. And of course it's in single action. You'll see here. There's the take up. There's the break. It's a little bit of creep. Here's your double action. Now it is tuned, but here's your double action. Just rolls right through. So, do you want a double action gun, or double action single action, or do you want a single action gun? Here's the trigger on this one. Now this one is a stock trigger. If you can see it, activate the safety on the back. Got that little bit of take up right there. There's your break. So, you know, even the reset is decent. You know, there's that. There's the wall. Here's the reset on this one. Go ahead and pull it back. Single action doesn't really matter. A little bit longer, of course, because it's double action, single action. But, you know, the weight on this thing is super heavy. I mean, even with these brass grips, it adds a lot more weight. So, would I carry this? Would I carry the Shadow 2? Nah, I wouldn't. I mean, there's other great double action, single action guns, so, you know, really don't need to carry this thing. It's basically for competition, for target practice. I mean, you could even use it for home defense. You know, a lot of people forget that there's a rail on here. So here's a Surefire, and this is the X300 UA. Super easy to put this thing on. So you just slide it on. There you go. It's on. Now, does it fit super tight? No. But you can get the one that you adjust the dial. I think it's the B. And you can turn it down and it really crimps on there well. But this will not come off. So here it is on this one. Now, we looked at where it was on the muzzle. You can see right there it does overhang the muzzle. Here it goes on this. So, get a little wiggle. Not as bad, but it does wiggle, but it won't come off. But there's your muzzle overhang there. And it doesn't matter, I've had this gun or this light for quite a while. It's been shot up and got all the grime and junk on it, or the scratched up, you know, from the blast. This gun I actually got to carry, so that is the difference that I'm using it for. This one I won't carry, the Shadow 2. This one I probably will carry. I've just got to get a lot more rounds through it and prove to me that there's not going to be any issues. Now here's another thing. Here's your stock mags for the Staccato, 16. So it goes in there, you can see it. There it is. No problem. Or you can run the 140s or even the 170s where it would hang way down here. So there's that option. On your Shadow, here is your stock mag, you know, minus the base plate. So you'll see right here it comes with 17, you know, rounds, whatever. And I've put a base plate on it, so there's that. You can run that. Or these are the Springer Precisions, or you can run the +5s. So there's that. These are 140 millimeters, so they're legal for US PSA carry optics. Holsters. This one, there are some companies who make inside waistband. I just wouldn't carry it because of the safeties and stuff on it. You know, just to be, and of course you got a safety right here too. Here's the Harry's holster rig right here. If you're interested in one, I'll leave a link below and you can check this out. So there's that. Goes in super nice. I'm running the Safariland ELS. I just use it mostly on my battle belt just to practice. Alright, so there's that. And then, if you've got it in this configuration for the Staccato, there's that. Just like that. So, still testing that holster, so I'm not going to really talk about it right now. But, and I did purchase it. But, you know, that's just kind of the deal. It's which one you want. And I'm not trying to beat around the bush or, you know, drag anybody along or anything like that. But that's why I have this one. It is not a carry pistol. This one can be used as a carry pistol, you know, combat pistol. I mean, whatever you want to do with it. Where this one is more of a home defense, target, or competition gun. That's kind of it. This one, you know, same thing, just doesn't have an optic on it. I still wouldn't carry this one. You know, matter of fact, this one without the brass lock grips, they would be the same, or actually this one would weigh less without the lock grips because it's been milled out. But, you know, Shadow 2 is an all-time favorite. It's not going anywhere. I mean, I will never get rid of these Shadow 2s. So it really comes down to which one you choose. I'm not going to get rid of either one of these, or any of these, but, you know, for me to say, if I only have to pick one, that's a tough choice. Because this one I can carry, that one I really won't. But ultimately, if we're taking carry out of the mix, both of these will probably do the same thing. This one is super accurate, this one is super accurate. So the accuracy also has to do with the shooter. But it depends on if you want a single action trigger pull or a double action single action. So I'm an old 1911 guy. That's one reason that I purchased this. So just to have a double stack carry gun. And also with the alloy frame, it's much lighter. I mean, the weight on this thing without the light is, with no optic, no mag, no light, it's like 25.7 ounces. So it's super light. I hope this helps. Sorry if I rambled. Just trying to give you some information. Which one would I choose? I would choose them both for different roles. So it depends on how it fits you and what you're going to use it for. I appreciate y'all always as watching. If you have any questions, please leave them below. And remember, an unarmed nation's a very weak nation, so we all got to carry on.